Hi everybody, it's Kathy here from Kathy Loves Scrap, and I'm coming to you from the land down under today, and I'm playing along with series 16 of Christie's Beautiful Life, 30 Days of Sketches, and it's the double page series. I'm not a normal double page series person, but here I am doing it, and today is day 6 with the sketch by Kim Martin. And for this, I have used these photos to create this layout from my Alaskan trip that I had in August. So I've selected my photos based on the sketch design, and I'm going to incorporate 2 into one just to create that elongated side to the right. I've collected together a whole range of different pieces from my stash that I'm going to incorporate into this layout. I have these brads from Kaiser Craft. They're the perfect colours for my paper choices. I'm going to utilise some of these bling arrows, and I have some quotes that I may or may not use on the page and little bits here and there. I always probably collect too much before I start a layout because I'm not sure how the clustering and the embellishing is going to go. So I've got a 6x6 piece here from Kaiser Craft with a matching little slither left over. I'm going to use this as my contrasting colour. I've decided that based on the topic of my photos, which is at Earthquake Park, I've used the corrugated board. I've got some blue, and then I have this Kaiser Craft here and 2 more. Yeah, so I contemplated using the other side, but I've gone with the beigey side. And then I have these 2 pieces of paper that have come from a pad from somewhere and have been sitting in my stash for ages, but all the colours coordinate, and I feel will go together nicely for this layout. As I said, the photos were from my visit recently to Alaska, and we were in Anchorage on our last day, and we took the trolley tour to explore Anchorage, and Ian, our guide, took us to Earthquake Park and told us the story of the 1964 earthquake, which was actually quite phenomenal when you've heard from a local what it was like. It was a great day, and the photos show us at the point where the earthquake did a lot of damage, and the houses are actually sunk under the permafrost at that particular point. That's why they've made it into a park. So I'm just layering up here strips of the papers as per the sketch to create my background, and I need to, of course, do it on the double, and you'll see that not concentrating, I actually put the beige in the wrong spot, and then I have to relift it and move it into the middle where it's supposed to be. So I put it down here, and then I go to put the dark one on, and I realise I've put it round the wrong way. Now I've copied the sketch pretty closely. Kim's sketch is quite a effective one, and I'm sure you can do it multiple different ways. To abut the paper together, I've put in some black ribbon just to carry it across so that it's on both sides of the layout, and that's allowing for the continuity of the layout. Oops, sorry there about my head. I was just picking up the ribbon that had fallen to the ground. So there it is now across both pages, and I have trimmed that corrugated paper down to I think I did it 9.5 by 10. I'm adding in some black splatters here just to put some interest onto that very plain background. It was I mean, the colours are great, and there's not that much happening on that layout, so I've just put the splatters in just to add a little bit more interest in. So I've trimmed down those 2, that 6x6 to 2 3x3s, which I'm going to tuck in behind the photo as per the sketch, and I'm going to put them all together onto this blue cardstock. Now this photo here is of my girlfriend and I, and we're both standing on the point of the tectonic plates that meet. And you can see that after the earthquake, there's the distinct drop between one plate to the other. And so one foot is on one side of the tectonic plates and the other foot is on the other. The smaller photo there shows you the ripples from the earthquake that are actually embedded in the permafrost and frozen for duration. And so we're able to walk on the actual like waves from that earthquake. Amazing, uncanny, amazing. Just really, really bizarre to think that that has been kept forever in the permafrost, and it hasn't melted. It's just frozen, and they are the actual waves from that earthquake. So that is one of the wonders of the world that you get to see when you travel, and I'm very grateful that I actually got to have that experience. So I'm putting these together because that is important. I like the fact that I can record a bit of history in my layouts when I can. It allows for future reference by other people, and who knows, maybe it's a historic reference for the future. And that's why my why for scrapping a lot is to record history of the everyday, because you never know when that's going to be important or needed to be recalled, or if for your family. And it's great to put that all down. So I'm just adding in the little quotes here. This one says, single moment make great memories. And that's so true. And so I've put some glue in behind all of these onto the corrugated board, because the corrugated board is rippled and it makes it a bit more difficult for things to grip the surface. So I always layer in some glue there. As you can see, I'm just adding bits and pieces as I go. I have journaled the story of our day trip there, where it was and why the significance of these photos. And I've also added that onto the corrugated board just to carry that across to the second side of the layout. And that's allowing that continuity to form right across. I have got that little cardboard doily at the top, and I have one on the other layout as well. So that too also shows how they're carrying across. And now you can see a little bit side by side where all the elements are coming together. I die cut this little panel here, this little, I can't even think what I would call it, framing, and I've put that in, tucked that in behind, using the bling arrow there to point across the page. I'm actually pointing towards those permafrost waves. I'm now layering up with flowers and creating the clusters as per the layout sketch. And I was very fortunate that I had this exact matching colours just to pull the side. And I'm using these brads from Kaisercraft. They're an older brand of brads, and they've been sitting around for ages, and they've found a home, and they're perfect for the centre of these photos. So I'm loving how this is all coming together nice and slowly. I just go backwards and forwards, adding my clusters, and that's how I always work. When I use brads on the back now, I actually put that washi tape so that it's not catching, and also provides some protection in the album when it goes against the layout that it backs onto. So just putting in the last of these flowers, and sometimes the brads are a little bit tricky, especially when they've been around for a bit. Didn't like that flower up there, so I've gone and I've found a little one which I'm going to tie in, and that matches more the sketch as well. So I'm just going to put in this last little arrow here, as I said, pointing to the fact that we're standing on the two tectonic plates, and you can see how this is all just coming together nicely, and how just a little bit of embellishment adds a lot. I'm just tucking out those flowers there to make sure they sit nicely. Now, I am looking at the flower clusters, and I'm thinking they're a little bit bare, so I've gone and got my favourite leaf punch, and I'm cutting some leaves that I'm tucking in underneath the flowers just to bulk it up a little bit. And then to finish it off, I've got some thread that I'm just going to do some messy thread across the layout, and I'm going to put it on both sides so that it ties up and draws it together. And I never actually get the idea of it. I don't do it well, but I love it, but I don't do it well. So if someone can tell me the secret, that would be great, because mine never looks casual or like it's supposed to be there. It always looks like I've just plonked it in, and I'd love to learn the art of making it look casual. So to finish off my layout, because I don't like raw edges, I'm just inking it with some Tim Holtz Distress Stain, and that has come together as my layout for day 6 using Kim's sketch here. So if you'd like to see all the close-ups, they're coming up very soon at the end of this video. Don't forget to check out the playlist down below of all the people who are playing along. Also, I will have the details of the Facebook group that Christy has set up for her 30 days of sketches, and you can go and find more inspiration there. And I just love the subtle colours in this layout and how it's come together. And here you can see the double layout in full. I apologise that I work as single pages and then pull them together. This gives you the full complete look at how it came about, and you can see the colours and all of those clusters and how they worked. And I do like that I've added in that thread. It's just that little bit of something extra to the layout. So please check out everybody else playing along. This is a great series, double layouts. I'm thrilled. I'm getting through my holiday photos. Thanks Christy for a great one. I'm Kathy from Kathy Loves to Scrap. I'm coming to you from the land down under. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you like something. Hit that subscribe button to find out the next time I post, and leave me a comment. I really do appreciate the feedback, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. You can always find me on all my socials under Kathy Loves to Scrap, including Instagram, where all my layouts end up, even those without a video. So thank you once again. Happy scrapping till next time.